everyone, welcome back to Input Man, and today what are we doing? Well, we're going to spend the first 5 minutes chit-chatting about a couple things, like this live stream is brought to you by a mobile hotspot. Yes, my internet at the house is down, so bear with me on this live stream, guys. Well, whatever, I'm doing a hotspot from my phone, so I'm hoping that everything holds out for the 45 minutes, hour, whatever it is that we're going to be here talking about stuff. Because my internet is down, Yellow Jacket episode 1 was supposed to premiere today over on my second channel, In-Put 2.0, and I can't upload it just because, like I said, internet's down. And I guess I could upload it through with the hotspot, but I don't want to chance it. I don't know. I don't want to have to end up paying, if I go over on the hotspot, I don't want to have to end up paying or anything else. But we got the AT&T guy coming out tomorrow, and so it'll be uploaded tomorrow evening. I'm going to do a premiere. I'm going to watch it with you guys and see what you guys think while live. Also, like every week, this week's news is brought to you by tformers.com. And if you missed it, did a Tales from Teletrend Presents episode with Bacon of tformers.com, the owner, creator of tformers.com. Like I said, last week, I enjoyed it. It was nice. I had a lot of fun. So, yeah. And also, Robot Recruits, man, go over to Robot Recruits' website. Jeez, man. I'm stumbling over all this. But yeah, check out Robot Recruits. It's the 4th time I've tried it. Check out Robot Recruits' website and see what he can offer you. Your giant or robot. What's going on, guys? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Like I said, I'm struggling. Bear with me. Live stream is brought to you by a mobile hotspot, so might be a little dicey. Hopefully it's not, but it might be. But we'll definitely see how this all goes. But yeah, like I said, Yellow Jacket premiere will be tomorrow evening. I'm super stoked, man. In this episode, I was looking back at when I received a bunch of lines. Me and Ultra Marcus were talking, and I got his lines back in February for this. Yeah. Long story short, man, it's here. It's done. And like I said, the internet is down today, so can't premiere it today. So it'll be out tomorrow. But yeah, I know you guys are looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to showing it. I'm so excited about this world that I've created. And kudos, shout out to Ultra Marcus, man, for cyber even exist. So shout out to Ultra Marcus for telling me with that very first short with deep cover. He said, there's something here, man. You need to explore it. And I said, all right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. So let's go. And there you go. So what's going on, Robot Recruits? What's going on, Rachel? I'm still using the classic cup because I prefer that version. That's my favorite cup. I do some just him being that, like, just an old school, not even an old school, like a modern day pickup truck. I really dig that. What's going on, Vector Overlay? Vector Overlay says, darn, might not be able to watch the live premiere, but looking forward to see it. No problem, man. I get it. What's going on, Chauncey? What's up, man? Hope you guys are doing all right. This live stream, I will read your comments, but I won't bring them up on screen because I am doing this from a mobile hotspot. I don't know if that, if that's going to require data or whatever to do that. I don't know, so I don't want to take the risk. And like I said at the beginning, if you guys missed it, I don't want to have to end up paying if I go over my mobile hotspot data, so I don't want to pay for it. So I will be reading your guys' comments out loud like I normally do, but I won't be posting them up on screen because of that. Ultra Marcus says, you rock input. I always appreciate a story based around a lesser known character or even a custom character. That's what my entire world is, man. It's the lesser known characters. The bigger guys show up. Rodimus Prime's in there, you know, but yeah, it's a lot of the lesser known characters. So Rachel says Stormtroopers are now offensive, apparently. Okay. I don't see how, but all right. You know more to that story than I do, so I don't know. But yeah, so let's dig into the news. Robot, let's bring up. So if you guys missed it, Hasbro did their fan. I just gotta say, I need to stop watching these. I really do, because A, they drag on, but B, I don't know. I kind of feel like they're a little antagonistic in a way, because all the presenters kind of talk like high pitched and slow, like they're talking to children or something. I don't know. There's something about them doesn't quite sit too right with me. It's weird. So this probably be the last one that I watch, and then I'll just check the news and all that stuff like I normally do. So okay. So Stormtroopers are apparently an allegory to 1940s Germany. Okay, I guess. I mean,
interjection
from outer space, you know, I don't, from millions of years ago in a galaxy far, far away, wouldn't have anything to do with World War II and Nazis. So, yeah, that's just okay. Whoever came up with that one, got to screw loose. So that's all I gotta say about that. But yeah, during this live stream, they showed the new quote unquote Voyager Class Hot Rod or Ironhide. And yeah, like I said, okay, I don't see Voyager in this. They did say that it is Voyager because of the engineering. They did address that during the live stream. And the way that Ian was talking was basically made it sound like the engineering of the feet is what made it cost more, put it at that Voyager price point. So I get that. No, I can't at that point. Yeah, that's not kosher. It looks okay. It looks like an Ironhide. I really still wish the crotch flap here was done in 3 separate pieces, especially at $35 price point. But yeah. Also, I forgot to say, GotBot's live stream has been moved to today. So yeah, today at 5 or 6, whatever the normal time is for you, it's moved to today. So if you guys are going to watch that as well, don't forget that it's today. We also got the Fallen. This guy looks really, really neat. It's a Bayverse figure. I mean, I saw the movie. I've seen the movie. It's a decent movie, I guess. I think this really hits the design. I mean, if I think of the Fallen, I get a picture of him, what I think he looks like in my head. I mean, that's pretty much it. It's damn near really close. We also saw Studio Series last night, Hot Rod, French accent not included. I mean, yeah, again, looks the part to me. Looks good to me because it looks the part. Looks like Hot Rod from the last night. So I can't really complain much about it. Crosshairs. Now I think Crosshairs looks really cool. They gave him his like little trench coat thing. Does look like there's a lot of Corvette kibble back here. But But yeah, I don't know, man. I think it looks good, but I don't know. I don't know much about what Bayformer fans like in their figures and what they don't like, because I'm not part of that scene or world or whatever. But I dig it. I think it looks pretty good. Looks kind of shell formery to me, but and I don't mean that as a bad thing. It just looks like, kind of shell formery to me. So, but yeah, looks like a vet. Looks like Stingray vet to me. So, we also saw a core class Ratchet. So, and they even hinted at, these guys getting repainted as their opposites. So Voyager Ironhide and core class Ratchet, swapping their decos. So that is they hinted at it. They didn't confirm it, but they pretty much said it was confirmed. Autobot Wheelie still think this thing looks like hot garbage, but yeah, they seem pretty proud of it during their live stream. We got to see the alt mode. Looks pretty decent to me. I do like the gun pegging on the side. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, they did say that these legend scale figures are going to keep coming. I don't have an issue with that. I don't think they're terrible whatsoever. So yeah. I mean, well, in the case of Wheelie just looks bad. But I mean, as far as like the Legends class or Legends scale core class line, I don't really have an issue with it at all. I think it's a cheaper price point, smaller price point, and I think parents are going to be grabbing these instead of the more expensive figures, especially when you got more well-known characters, Megatron, Prime, Ratchet, all those guys. Yeah, so I really don't see it as a bad thing. Again, Crosshairs looks good. There's the vet. There's the Stingray vet. The guy did say that they did take some liberties with the design of this compared to the movie. Apparently, he doesn't have this spoiler in the movie. He doesn't have a rear diffuser in the movie either. But I guess. Yeah. I don't know. There's a vehicle. That's got to play into the price of. I would imagine that being licensed plays into the cost for the rest of the wave as well, especially like maybe Ironhide being a Voyager and stuff. Yeah, so I mean that's really all I got. Hot Rod again looks pretty good in both modes. He is a licensed Lamborghini. So yeah, I mean that stuff can't be cheap. Fallen turns into a jet, apparently. Didn't know that. So yeah. I will say during this entire live stream, the lead designer over at Takara Tomy, they kept giving that dude props like no others. And I just kept thinking to myself, like, and what are you doing? What's your job? You know what I'm saying? Like, if he's the reason why Ironhide is coming out looking like this and a lot of the other figures are what they are, then why has Hasbro hired you guys? It's like I don't know, man. Let me see. I'm gonna get caught up on chat real quick. Let's see. Let's see. Chauncey says, well, that's why they are called stormtroopers. People need to remember that conflict drives story. We need to keep some of the bad guys. Yeah, I agree with that. Jay Holler says, higher parts count also makes it more expensive. That's true, too. Robot Recruit says, Ironhide looks okay, but the van mode just isn't clean at all. I mean, what's with those gigantic hinges on the sides of the vans? Jay Holler says he likes Bayverse. Robot Recruit says Hot Rod is looking so sweet. Best of all of the reveals. Chauncey says in regards to the green Corvette guy, just brain farted on his name. I'm curious about the action poses with that trench coat thingy. That's a good point. What's going on, Benno? Hope you're all right, man. He says, I love crosshairs. Let's see. Robot Recruit says, but as it, or but was it just me, or did those Studio Series Deluxes look more like third-party Legends scale? I don't know, man. They seem to be Hasbro scale. Let's see. Robot Crew says, I'm campaigning for a combining core class Monstructor. Man, you're campaigning for a core class one. And I know the original toy was pretty small, but I'm campaigning for like a Titan class one, you know? Like, let's go there, man. Let's make them massive and huge. Ultra Marcus says, we need to talk about Wheelie's new toy. It's so cool. Let's see, what else? So we got Transformers Legacy Wave 3, new reveals, official details, images, and pre-orders. Again, all the major hitters here if you guys want to pre-order. We got Dragon Megatron, apparently, according to the designer, is Iron Man Red. So there is that. They apparently contacted the Marvel Legends team and asked for their paint code. And yeah, so there's that. I will say, I don't know, man. I'm not digging this Megatron. It's just not hitting me too well. I don't know. Let's see. We got Point Blank and Peacemaker. And they did say that they were able, the reason why Peacemaker looks the way he looks is because they had to fit it into the budget. They have budgetary constraints, and they were just barely able to fit this in there. My whole thing is I question that in the sense of, but there's already molds out there. So this is a whole new mold, right? And it's 3 pieces. So that would mean you have to make a whole new mold. It would be cheaper, right? Just to throw a Battle Master in with him. A Titan, you know, like a little bitty Battle Master instead of making a whole new mold, right? So they did confirm that the cockpit, however, is not, I repeat, not backwards compatible with the Titan Masters. And that's a shame. That sucks. I was really hoping, you know, like low-key hoping that that would be the case with this guy, that I could fit a Titan class or a Titan Master in there. But, oh well, c'est la vie, I guess. Still digging. Skullgrin, man, Skullgrin, just steal of the show, man. This guy looks pretty sick. I am pretty excited for him. Yeah, all these pretenders that are coming out, I know they're not coming out with the shells. I do kind of, because Hasbro did ask, you know, should they bring back the shells? Should they not? I could go either way, to be honest with you. It doesn't bother me one way or the other. If they brought them back, great. If they didn't, you know, great, I guess, you know. If we're already complaining about prices from Hasbro, I can only imagine if this guy came with a shell, you know, this guy would be what, you know, commander class price point kind of situation possibly. So I'd rather not them go down that road just from a price perspective. So, but yeah, he does look fantastic. Dead End, same problems that I had last week when they showed him still persist. This giant cap, this home dude did not miss leg day whatsoever. But yeah, my biggest issue is this giant chunk of whatever this is on the back, car on the back. But other than that, I think he looks great. I love the toy accuracy, yellow stripe on this guy. It's a nice blend between the two designs. It really is. The show accurate head and the yellow stripe in car mode for the toy. Deluxe class crankcase, we saw him. Hard pass, easy pass for me, like super easy pass. Just because it's the Skids remold, and Skids is all clear plastic on the back, and you know, Earthrise had all of those problems with all the clear plastic on the Datsuns breaking and snapping off. And then Studio Series Jazz had the same problem. So Skids was an easy pass for me because of all that. This is the same situation. Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't clear plastic, I would probably pick Crankcase up. But unfortunately, all the clear plastic just makes them a no-go. Predacon Inferno. Man, where do I sign up for this guy? They killed it with him, man. Articulated jaw they showed off. But yeah, we've already gone over him. Looks fantastic. Armada Starscream. This guy seems like he's got some really basic engineering going on. He only comes with the one sword and the Star Saber from Armada. That's a letdown as far as I'm concerned. He really should have come with the second sword. The second sword should have been compatible with the figure somehow to come out of the wings or something. I mean, they did it with Thrilling 30. They could have done it here again. Yeah, I mean, thing is like if it's a plastic issue, like budget constraints or whatever, Blitzwing is the same size, and at $50 he comes with hands. I mean, right? So you could have given him a giant Star Saber sword, the two swords, and maybe something a little extra, made him a leader class price point here or something. I don't know. Just throwing some ideas out there. And then in doing that, you know, you would have filled in the gaps on the thighs and in the feet and the heel spurs and stuff as well. Not saying that it's atrocious or anything, but just to, you know, give more plastic or whatever to the figure. But yeah, Starscream, and we got the vehicle mode, crankcases, vehicle mode. Definitely you can see the skids retool in there. Bot mode. We've seen the bot mode and stuff before. The vehicle mode, the Decepticon logo is upside down in the vehicle mode. So that should have been facing the other way. Especially since it doesn't look like it lands on Robot on his chest or anything. So definitely should have been facing the other way. Maybe that's something they'll fix because they did say that these are prototypes. So maybe that's something that gets addressed in the final release. There we go. Dead End with his yellow stripe. A little sunroof, man. Come on, dude. The car mode looks really, really good. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to grab him. And bot mode. And bot mode, I mean, it all looks, it's Dead End, right? What more could you want? We got vehicle mode right here, and this looks good. Like I said, point blank here, or pinpointer just isn't cutting it. But I mean, blanker, I'm sorry, Autobot blanker, point blank. Yeah, like I said, I really wish the cockpit was compatible. Backwards compatible. It's unfortunate, but kind of is what it is. The hips don't look too bad in this. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's just maybe trick photography kind of thing. Definitely grabbing him though. Definitely picking him up for sure. Yeah, there are the hips. A little wide, a little wonky kind of maybe. But hey, I think it looks really good. Skullgrin, like I said, steals the show here though. Just fantastic. Definitely be picking him up as well. So yeah, Dragon Megatron, we got beast mode right there. Looks like the transformation is going to be very similar to the original Beast Wars transformation, the Transmetal 2 transformation. So for this one, yeah, I don't know, man. This is something. I don't think it looks bad. It's just something about it. Just it's got to be the pictures. It's got to be the pictures. When I watched the live stream, it didn't look bad. It's just, man, it's just got to be these pictures. All of the dragon neck and everything else is articulated. Ball jointed. I think that's really cool. The Flame Club, I guess it's 5mm, so why not? But yeah. And this is why I said right here, you can kind of see for Starscream how the engineering is going to work. So it looks like the whole jet mode kind of flips up. Like this whole jet mode would flip up, and then the legs just kind of fold back and up against them. Looks like it's going to play out pretty similar to the Thrilling 30 mold. But yeah, and then there's the prototype image of the sword. Mark did show that off as well, and it is painted here. I just really think the Star Saber is really way too small for what it should be. Cool that they included it, but I don't know. Like I said earlier, really should have had two swords and the Star Saber. But kind of is what it is, I guess. But yeah, I think a lot of this stuff, man, came out pretty good. Props to them for all of it. And then let's see what we got in live I'll check you guys out in chat and see what you guys are talking about. Jay Holler says Hasbro definitely stepped up their engineering as of late, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with that at all. Let's see, it does feel like a different era for Hasbro. I will say that 100%. What's going on, JSP? What's up, man? Hope you're doing all right. Rachel says, Ireland, we are getting figs early. Okay. What figs have you gotten yet? What's going on, Chris? Hope you're doing all right. Just scrolling down. Let's see. Michelle says, we got Legacy Speedia 500 days before the US. Okay. So and Speedia 500 days before, not 500 days, but 500 comma days. Just want to clarify. So also got Legacy Wave 2 early. Chris says, I'm baffled on why pretenders are likable. They look as if someone barfed all over the place. I don't know, man. It's just, I guess for a lot of people, it's Decepticons and their monsters, and you know, kind of goes kind of hand in hand, I guess, with what a Decepticon could be. See, he says, I know someone at Hasbro. They say that clear plastic is a cheaper route. I can definitely see that. I was also thinking about that myself. That the reason why they've been using it the way they use them is it has to be cheaper. It just has to be. But yeah, I definitely see that. What's going on, Bombshell? Hope you're doing all right. Let's see. Robot Recruit says, I like the Pretenders, but just wish they could be consistent with the size class. I agree 100%. Because they also showed off Bomb Burst in that stream. And I was like, I don't know. Just, it looks incredible, but it being a core class, it just doesn't work with the rest of them, you know? I guess it works with the Gowanus, but they really should be all the same size. Let's see. Jay Holler says, I like Dead End. Looks like he shares some parts with Drag Strip. I definitely agree, especially on the forearms. It looks like the forearms and the upper torso area would work, or not work. It would work same as Drag Strip did. Legacy, Chris says Legacy Point Blank maybe getting retooled as Deadlock and Drift. That's interesting. All right, I'd be interested to see how that plays out. Jay Hollis says, I have to get this Megatron. It's my favorite Megatron. Dude, Beast Megatron is that dude is on point with everything, man. He is not a Saturday morning cartoon villain at all. Overlay says, we need to go on a no clear plastic campaign. Light the fires. I don't mind when they use clear plastic. My problem with the clear plastic is when they use it, I wish they would stay away from like the heavy use areas. So don't use it as a hinge or on a hinge or anything like that. You know, if you use it as a windshield, as a separate piece, something like that, that's fine. You know, that I don't mind. But it's just, like I said, when they use it as a hinge or something like that, where it's just a high traffic area and a high breakable area, that's where the problem for me comes into play. Yeah, like Chauncey says, no clear hinges. Exactly. Absolutely. Let's see. Jay Hollis says, I have no issues with clear plastic. Let's see. So let's keep going. We got some pretty big reveals right here with Transformers Studio Series Core Class Rumble Blue official in-hand images. I will say during the live stream, I did kind of groan a little bit when they started this argument because it was like, we all know Rumble in the cartoon, in the American cartoon, right, is blue. Yes, we get it. Yes, of course the toy was going to be blue. Of course it was going to be named Rumble. Yes, we know, we get it, right? Now my question is, since Frenzy in the cartoon or in the movie was also blue, are they going to reissue this one later on with like maybe like a different box art or something? I don't know. Living up that continuity error in the movie. So let's see. He says, and this is from Evan, one of the designers at Hasbro. He says, "Thanks for joining us. We revealed a bunch of upcoming TF stuff. I saw some questions popping up in various places, and I'm going to do what I can to answer. I'm going to start with the Studio Series Core Class Rumble Blue, the infinite Transformer debate on what color this character should be, this character is supposed to be. Ha ha ha. Yes, whatever. Since the studio, since this is Studio Series, we follow the colors we had in the '86 movie. That's why he's a brighter blue. This will be a quicker post, as I'll follow up with the development process post later. He is about a head taller than the previous Siege Battlemaster, but his tape mode is the same size, which allows him to work with our Siege Soundwave and Kingdom Blaster. The posts to connect his blasters are 3 millimeters, and those connect to his arms and his back. His hands fold down so he can wield his pile drivers. Now, I will say this. When they showed him, I had a very much a holy crap, ooh, shiny moment. They showed him with his pile drivers. I don't think the pile drivers articulate, so I don't think this little bottom section goes up and down. I don't know. I hope they do. I hope they do, so that'd be kind of neat. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see. There's the cassette mode. There he is inside a Soundwave and Blaster hanging out right there, and there he is inside of Blaster. Now, I will say I am curious if we're going to get eject and rewind from the new mold. Obviously, I'm assuming we will get the eject and rewind from the new Rumble Frenzy mold. And yeah, as you can see, it's a whole new mold pretty much all together. It looks like maybe the chest is the same. The chest looks like, no, the chest is different. So yeah, even the chest is a whole new mold. You can see where the little grips for the cassette are not in the little chest area. So yeah, this guy looks to be a whole new mold altogether. Even the shoulders and everything are different. So yeah. Again, retail on this guy is going to be like $13, $12-13. It is a core class. So yeah. I mean, I don't hate it. I don't think it's egregious at all. I think it works and works for what it is and doesn't look terrible at all. So yeah, let's go back and let's see. Transformers in-hand images. We talked about that. We showed that. World's smallest Transformers Generation Wave 2 RC Megatron and Soundwave. Like I said, bear with me, guys. Mobile hotspot. Page was not found. All right. Let's see. Leaked Transformers Buzzworthy Studio Series release. We have Deluxe Class Nest 1 and Leader reissued. No idea. No clue. But so that's what's coming out. That's what's coming. But let's see. Let's go read more Transformers news. Also, yeah, real quick, Godbot has finished his Lio Kaiser combiner, so go check that out as well if you guys haven't. The Royal Mail, which is the UK's postal service, is getting Transformers Generation 1 stamps. If you guys, I mean, some of this stuff, man, some of this stuff is freaking awesome what they're getting. These battle scene stamps and stuff. It looks so cool. There's also envelopes, stamps, all kinds of different things, man, that are going into this package. A booklet for you to keep everything in. Super cool stuff. It is available on their website. I don't know if they're shipping to the U.S. or not. So if you guys know someone that can help you out, get one of these or a set or something. Might be worth going down that road right there. And God, dude, this comic book art, man, it looks so good. So good. But yeah, I think they all look really cool, man. I think this is super neat. The fact that Transformers is now a stamp. We are at the point where Transformers is old enough to get its own stamps. Like, they only do that with what, Elvis and the Queen? You know what I'm saying? So there you go, man. I think this stuff is super cool. Really cool stuff, man. Some of the Ladybird books, some of the little stamp Bumblebee, stamp Ignite. So pretty cool stuff. DNA Design is releasing their upgrade kit for Velocitron Scourge. It's the same upgrade kit that they're releasing for their G2 Laser Prime as well. So a bunch of cool stuff going on in there. And you can do the big screw you, I got a bunch, my guns are bigger mode. That was it Fans Project did back in the day. Or Fans, I think it was Fans Hobby that did that. But either way, pretty cool stuff here. Pretty neat upgrade kit. I think this is going to retail for $45, if I remember correctly, I think. But yeah, let's see. What else do we have? DNA Design Premium Finish Studio Series 03 Megatron Upgrade Kit. Looks like, what is this? A chest piece and a gun? So, yeah. All right, there you go. Replaces the entire chest, it looks like. I don't have this figure, so I don't really know why they may have wanted to replace the entire chest. I don't think the one on the left, the original one, I don't think it looks bad. I don't think it would need a chest upgrade. I do like the way the chest on the right looks, though. But I mean, if I had the figure, I probably wouldn't be bothered with the upgrade kit. Let's see. And Trumpster Soundwave and Ravage Bumblebee new model kits are coming soon. Let's see, for $34 or $39. Yeah, you know, Bumblebee, the Bumblebee movie designs in a model kit. Looks great. That's it. That's all I got. That's what I think about that. Let's see what else we got. Looks like Magic Square is doing their, what is this, Mirage? They're naming it Shadow Master. That's a pretty sick name for a Transformer. Whether he's a good guy or a bad guy, such a kick-ass name. But dude, I think it looks great, man. If you guys are doing the Legend scale, the Magic Square stuff, there you go. Mirage looks fan-freaking-tastic. And we got right here. So this is definitely out of my range, so to speak, whatever. But these official 3-0 Mdlx Megatron pictures, man, this thing just looks like he's about to whoop somebody's ass. Just, you know, that's the dude that you just ticked off and you probably shouldn't have. You know what I mean? This looks like the Megatron that if he was in a bar fight, he would be the only guy left standing in the bar fight, right? God, dude, it looks so freaking sick, man. I love that, dude. It looks so good. Absolutely stunning piece. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Let me get caught up with you guys. I've been running my mouth for a little bit. So let's see what you guys are saying. Let's see. Scrolling through chat. Let's see. Vector Overlay says we need to go. Okay, yeah, no plastic. Read that. No clear hinges. Jay Holler says have no issues. Vector Overlay says, yeah, windshield blast effects, energon weapons are cool for clear plastic. Jay Holler says that rumble is very nice. JSP says, actually, Frenzy was red in the movie. If he was blue, it was only for a brief moment and mistake. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I was saying is when Soundwave launches all the cassettes at Blaster's Tower, Frenzy and Rumble both come out blue. That's why I was making that joke. Let's see. Rizal says it was an animation error for 2 red cassettes in the G1 show. Rumble was blue. Firewall, what's going on, man? Doing good, buddy. Hope you're doing all right. JSP says the UK seems to get a bunch of stuff that we here in the US don't get. Petition to bring back Pretender shells. Who is with me? Like I said, man, look, I can go either way. Take them or leave them. But if you started a petition, I would 100% sign it. Because at the end of the day, I want Transformer fans to be happy. That's it. So, like I said, if you get it started, I'll sign it. Robot Recruit says Royal Mail does ship worldwide from their website. Awesome. Good to know. Okay, so yeah. So if you guys right there wanting these stamps, Royal Mail ships worldwide. Jay Holler says a retail Pretender will cost $100. Oh, with the shell and stuff. Yeah, for sure. That's what I was saying. Like Commander class, man, they would have to be in that price point. Let's see. So remind me what the superior site is. TFW 2005 or Cybertron, says JSP. You guys want to talk about old school Transformer debates? Good God, man, that's going back. Firewall says you have to take so many things into consideration while modernizing the Pretender shell that it would be way too expensive. Yeah, like knee articulation and stuff as well. I could definitely understand where that would come from. What's going on, Gotbot? He says, yo, listening but crazy busy. Watcher was acting up, show prep, and trying to get stuff done before tomorrow morning. And my little day surgery, nothing serious, but that's all. But that's why I changed nights. Yep. So Gotbot is going live tonight, normal time, just different day. So Gotbot says, yeah, glad I'm not crossing over with you. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Jay Holler says some upgrades aren't needed. Absolutely agree. I will 100% agree with that. Firewall says the DNA kit helps Megatron's alt mode more than anything. Okay. So I'm assuming like the chest might land like on the on the underside or something and make it look more appealing, I guess. Let's see. Ultra Marcus says of all the third party, oh, it just jumped on me. Pull the Gotbot. Where'd it go? Of all the third-party stuff, Magic Square interests me the most. I will say this, Ultramarcus, there's some wonderful reviews for Magic Square stuff out there. Yeah, I know a lot of people complain about their materials, but out of all the Magic Square stuff that I've handled, I don't see it. I don't know where the complaint comes from, unless it's just the pieces that I've handled versus the pieces that other people have handled. I don't know. What's going on, Timmy? Hope you're doing all right, buddy. Let's see. JSP. It looks like a Gundam Megatron. Yeah, it does. Really does. Especially like his chest area. Let's see. Firewall says, I prefer the Flames Toys and model kit over the 3-0 stuff, mainly because they're cheaper and equally articulated. All right. Fair point. Let's see. Ultramarcus says, well, here's to a relaxing evening, Godbot. Fingers crossed to you. Actually, yeah, I did forget to say, man, I hope your surgery goes good tomorrow. Godbot, speedy recovery. Let's see. Firewall says, I feel like they might just reuse eject and rewind, or for rewind, the mold was good, so why not? Absolutely. Rumble is purple, says Timmy. I agree, man. Rumble is whatever color. Whatever color they want to be. Let's see. See, Chauncey says, seeing how it's 1:40 here, just curious, do we all work online? I work from home, man, so there's that. What's going on, Rico? Let's see. Firewall says the best way Let's see. The best way I've heard to modernize the pretender shells is to turn them into add-on pieces for the core robot. I will 100% agree with that. It does make the most sense, truthfully. Not gonna lie. Let's see. Rachel says, yeah, sell them separate as a Voyager or something. Johnsy says free love. Sweet. Yeah, I just deleted those, but yeah. Can you get rid of bot somebody? Yeah, that was up to me. I had to get rid of them. But yeah, bots are gone. Godbot says, thanks guys. I love the look of that Megs. Rumble needs elbows, but otherwise excellent. What's going on, A-Town, man? Hope you're doing all right. He says, A-Town says, I've picked up on you being a Toyota fan, 100%. Which Yodas do you currently own? I've currently own a Toyota Celica, and that's been my weapon of choice, so to speak, for I don't even know, man. As long as I can remember, I've had every Toyota sports car ever, from the last generation Celica on down. So MR2s, AE86s, Supras, different generations Celicas, all kinds of stuff, and also got a early thousands Corolla as well. So let's see. Timmy says, I usually host a WebEx at 1 p.m. Wednesdays, but finish the meeting early. Firewall says the DNA kit fills in some gaps in Megatron's alt mode and overall makes the jet more cohesive. Was as cohesive as a Bayformer Cybertron jet can be. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, like I said, I don't have that mold, so I couldn't tell you. But yeah, well, guys, I guess that does it for the news, man. Not really too much, I guess, going on this week. Terms of news, the fan live stream thing was them just kind of re-showing a bunch of stuff from Comic-Con. They did say that they did hint at Breakdown and another Bayformer being shown at Hasbro Fan Pulse, whatever it is, at the beginning of September. Gotbot says inputs a fave is a tie-in between the Echo and the Yaris. Okay, now hold on. What's funny is I want to say this. For the longest time, I wanted a Yaris, wanted a two-door Yaris, because I had a spare 3S GTE engine lying around. If you guys don't know, that is Toyota's turbocharged motor from the late 80s all the way up to the early thousands. I had a spare one just sitting around for a long time. And I wanted to buy a Yaris and put that thing in the Yaris and just make this freaking Corvette killer front-wheel drive monster. And so that idea is set on the back burner for the longest time. And then Toyota announces the GR Yaris. All-wheel drive, turbocharged, 200 horse, 250 horse, whatever it is, all-wheel drive track monster. And I was like, that's perfect. I need to get me one of those. And then they announced they're putting it in the Corolla. They're doing a GR Corolla. I was like, man, somehow, some way, I got to get me one of those. Yaris isn't available in the U.S., but the Corolla will be, so we'll definitely see. Let's see. Rachel says, I'm about to make a custom Jet Seeker Bumblebee. Can I DM you when it's done? 100%. Absolutely. You can find me, on Instagram or Discord. Yeah, I'd love to see it. Bombshell 75 says, I had an 86 MR2 and an 84 lowrider long bed. Ooh, that's what's up, man. Let's see.